And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Week 6 of the ISF Sports Forum here in Brandon, Florida. And it should be a good matchup. Yellow Jackets taking on the Winless Grey Wolves here. And joining me, I'm Andy Townsend, of course, and joining me on my side, Clive Telsey. Clive, we're really glad you're here. And it's been a long time since we've done a game together.
Oh yes, it has been, Andy. You know, just everything in store and in power. You know, I know I've been busy with a lot of stuff recently, so I haven't been able to actually get out here to broadcast games and help out. But unfortunately, you know, that's what's been my life so far right now. It's just with all the other Champions League and Premier League, they're getting lots of promotions.
Yeah, I heard, Clive. Congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. So I actually have a break for once to come out here and maybe commentate with you again, bring up the Andy and Clive duo. You know, it should be very exciting.
And of course, with that, we should have our viewers in for a real treat today again. Grey Wolves again seeking out their first win against a Yellow Jacket team that looks like they're coming together, and they're looking to try to go 4-2, or at least get 4 wins for the second consecutive season for the first time in their history.
Yeah, that should be really something history-wise to be looking for, because the Yellow Jackets, they have the capability of doing it. It's just, can they do it?
And of course, now for the Grey Wolves, they're looking to try to get back in the habit here. They do not want to be like last year's Red Army team, starting the season out 0-6. That would be very unfortunate for them.
Unfortunate indeed. You know, again, with all the talent that you have here, it's a lot of forward talent, again, no defense. So Grey Wolves are going to have to pull off the same thing they did last week to even have a chance to win this game. So we'll see how things play out.
And with that, we thank you folks for tuning into our pre-game report. And it should be an exciting one. We'll take a quick break here. It's Grey Wolves and the Yellow Jackets coming together. Should be an exciting one here. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back here, folks. Just about ready to begin the face-off. And for the Yellow Jackets, it looks like they got their lineup in today. Steve Byrne, starting center, left wing. Bill Tisch, right wing. Brace not coming to me right now, Clive. It's been really crazy.
Well, at least the defenders back there, Don Coffey, Angelo Pontello, should definitely help.
Grey Wolves, center Andrew Hyman. Right wing Rick Nader. George Butler as a left wing. Oh, that's rookie Ross Smith at right wing. And then the defenders back is the Meza and Tola.
Ray RT3 playing a little bit of defense. That should be an exciting thing to see. Let's see how he holds up.
Pontello gets this one out, looking for Tisch. Instead, it's going to be dropped back by the Meza. Looking for Tola, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and RT3 is going to have to do a lot of adjusting here. He is definitely not used to playing forward. This is the first time ever in his over 50 hockey career we're seeing him play the defensive position. So we'll see how he plays out here today. Could be a surprise.
Tola, back to the Meza. Taken away by Tisch. Hyman trying to skate this one through. Looking to set up to Butler. Weak shot, and Pontello knocks it back. Back over to Steve Byrne, and then Pontello gets out the clearance.
Yeah, very dangerous there.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, it's an offside.
Yeah, for a second I thought the referee was going to try to call something on Pontello.
Well, clearly it was George Butler who fell down. And here comes Neil Armstrong for the first time. Let's hope nothing goes too horribly wrong. If you're looking around, Dominici stripped loose by Giacomin, and Pontello's going to try to take this one away. This one comes around. Here comes back to Giacomin. And Dominici gets this one out to Cincordo, working off of Paganella. Off the balls, looking for Lossman. It's Dominici. And now to an open Mitch Starr. One defender back. Looking for the setup to Armstrong. Takes a shot. And it slides. No, it's no goal. Unbelievable save there.
Yeah, Shuey would have allowed Armstrong an easy goal there, but it was sliding and it was right on the red line, and Dominici knocked it out the last second.
That is going to be a save for the ages there, folks.
Dominici possibly might have just made the save of the day right there. And that could have been real dangerous had that one gone in.
Armstrong looking to get this one out to the Meza. Grey Wolves with their forward attack. Deflected away. This is Wasinski trying to get this one out. Now back over to the Meza. Looking to set this one up the other way. This is Armstrong. Back to Tola. Will fire the shot.
And again, you know, Ray Tola, you know, weak shots overall. Also, to have that slap shot pinpoint and expect him to come away with that, that's a lot of high expectations for RT3, especially playing the defensive position for the first time.
And Mashrin gets this one out of the way, and the Yellow Jackets will change their line. Tola will get this one off, and it's going to be intercepted by Tish. He's got a real chance. Tish fires the shot, knocked away by Strader. Rebound shot, knocked away again. Bouncing around, and it goes underneath Strader for the save.
Yanni Strader's going to have a lot to work with today, and especially with that, you know, we can already tell RT3 making a lot of inerrant passes, if you will. Tish almost had an opportunity to break through and score. So, if the Grey Wolves lose today, it's because of, I would have to say, really bad decision making.
Paganella. This one gets around Coffee, and this one's coming back to Pontello. And coming on him is Hyman. Looking for Tish, deflected off of Barry, back over to Paganella. Lost control of the puck.
Yeah, right now, everybody's can't really get a feel for the puck. There's haven't been a lot of puck control so far.
Looking for the setup to Tish. Tish taking a whole lot of time, and Giacomi knocks this away, and he's got a chance. 3 defenders back, this one back over to... And saved by Chewy. And that was Brian Vick, folks, that tried to make a play there.
Yeah, Brian Vick right now playing a little bit of forward position, a primary defender. No, actually a primary keeper, as I recall.
This one over to Steve Byrne. Off the boards, looking for Tish. And Ross Smith has to skate for this one, but he cannot. Now Yellow Jackets will have to change their line.
Yeah, right now, Grey Wolves, again, they have a full squad bench. And they're going to need to have people jump out on that ice real quick. They look like they have 3 lines.
Hyman looking to set up this one to Chewy, knocked away. Looking for Butler, this one goes back, and it's RT3, and Strader gets all the way out of his crease, so real dangerous there. Dominici trying to take his shot on, he'll take the shot, knocked away. Strader trying to full on the puck, and he will.
Yanni Strader definitely looking a little weak here today. Not as flamboyant as he always is, but he's dropping a lot of pucks lately. That could really kill for the Grey Wolves if there's been a 2-on-0 opportunity.
And now you got the Stallion, Neil Armstrong back in there. He'll take the face off against Jackson. And Paganella slips and falls again. Mashrin almost gave it right back to Paganella. Dominici now off to Nader, looking for an open Neil Armstrong. Back passes this one over to Butler. Butler looking for the setup. Wasinski has to cover him. And now back over to Armstrong. Looking to set up the other way to Toiler. Fires the shot. This one knocked away. This one back over to Nader. And Wasinski knocks Armstrong off the puck. Wasinski trying to get a hold on the puck. This one back over to Paganella. Looking to spin around. Wasinski trying to knock him off the puck. And this one's going to be taken away by Jackson. Will spin around now, finds Cincotta. Will fire the shot, completely missed the net there.
Yeah, that shot was way left. I would have expected Cincotta to maybe take a little bit more care on the puck, possibly a better shot.
And looking to set up to Jackson just out of his reach, now back over to Armstrong. And here we go, let's see how this one plays out. Armstrong looking for the setup to Nader, and there comes a penalty. Not exactly sure how that, and it's going to be a hooking call.
Yeah, again, that call could have gone either way, but at the same time, you know, referees have to make a call there, and we'll see how things played on. Well, Wasinski getting a little too defensive there. It's going to cost him a booking, a yellow card. Grey Wolves now have an opportunity to come back in this one. Yeah, really fortunate for the Grey Wolves right now, especially with that call, because now with 4 people in it, and you got Hyman back in there, you know, I thought you would have, for the Grey Wolves, I would have expected somebody like Neil Armstrong to stay on to look to try to capitalize here.
Giacomin. Tish trying to take this one away. This one back over to Coffey. Losmin. Back over to Giacomin. Looking for the setup. Will still continue to skate around. Looking for Losmin. We'll try to fire it the other way. Tish gets a hold on the puck. Lost control of it. That's really unfortunate, and that's going to hurt for the Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, Bill Tish had an opportunity to knock it away, but he took a lot of time with that puck. And now the Grey Wolves have another opportunity.
Looking to set up the other way. Coffee trying to get this one out, but the Meza will skate to the puck. And he is going to regroup. Will spin around. Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to change their line. Looking for Star. This one's going to come back the other way to Dominici. And Chewy's going to fall on this one for the saves. 1 minute killed off in Wersinski's penalty. And now I think the Grey Wolves are going to change it up a little bit. So RT3 now trying to communicate with Paganella.
Yeah, probably a better smart move by the Grey Wolves defender. You need somebody a little bit more experienced defender. Meanwhile, like Paganella paired up with Tola.
Start looking for the setup back over to Paganella. Fires the shot, deflected away. Dominici trying to fight off a defender. And this one taken away back by Star over to RT3. Will fire the shot. Chewy knocks it away again, and Steve Byrne will get this one cleared out. Strader signaling for the icing call, but will not get one.
And that's partially true too.
And Strader getting this one out of the way. Here comes Jackson, big opportunity. Working off of Paganella. Now it's back over to Paganella again, big opportunity. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Paganella will take this one himself. Will flip this one around the other way, looking for Armstrong for the setup. Back over to Vic. And both players get held up. Back over to Barry. Looking for his shot, looking to set up finish to Paganella. Now taken away by Dominici, and the penalty is officially cleared out. Wersinski will skate back to the bench, and a Yellow Jacket fifth man will come on.
Yeah, really fortunate for the Yellow Jackets. They were able to successfully kill that one off. Grey Wolves really had no momentum trying to get the puck moving per se. They've had a couple of chances, but they just couldn't capitalize.
And this one now back in the Grey Wolf end to set up it to Barry. Back to Giacomin. There's a big chance getting back through, and now it's back over to Armstrong. Fires the shot, hits the post. Big chance, and it gets knocked away. And now back over to Wersinski. Off the bulbs. Looking to set up to Giacomin, still has the puck. Back over to Armstrong, looking for the setup again. Bouncing through, and it's off of Steve Byrne. Bouncing through, almost an own goal. Yellow Jackets playing very dangerously in their own end. They're trying to keep the puck in there.
Yeah, not a wise move by these Yellow Jacket defenders, especially when you have the Grey Wolves that are in position to try to make a play, and you're looking to try to get it out for your second line.
This is Armstrong. Knocked away by Chewy. Bad clearance there by Coffey. Could have done a little bit more care.
Yeah, he almost passed it right on Armstrong's stick, and that could have been a big opportunity for Nia to try to capitalize.
Taken away by Coffey. Trying to get around Butler. Looking to set up, shoots it right in the back post. Coffey in the deep slot looking for the setup chance. Still alive with the puck. Back to Tish. Passes it back to Pontello. Will fire the shot. Strader comes through and he makes the save.
A little bit of a risky save there by Strader. You know, Pontello had that shot coming intentionally for Ross Smith. But of course, Strader felt the need to try to come out there, and what a save it was.
Jackson and Hyman on the face-off. This one back to Pontello. We'll set this one up over to Tish. Looking around Hyman. Shot right into Grey Wolf defenders. And now back over to Nader. Looking for the setup to Hyman. Stopped by Wersinski. This is Tish. And Tish taking a lot of time with the puck again. And this one trying to get cleared out. Stopped by Wersinski. Sets up to Pontello. Will fire the shot, looking for Tish the other way. Now looking for Ross Smith, out of his reach, and now it's to Butler. And Paganella will hold on to the puck. And it's an offsides call, and now Paganella's trying to argue that there might have been a little bit of a hooking in there involved by Wersinski.
It could have gone either way, but the referee deemed it to be offsides. So now they'll replay the puck.
1:28 to go in the opening period. Still no score here. Grey Wolves with a lot of life here. Armstrong and Byrne on the face-off. This one back over to Armstrong, now sets up to Byrne. Taken away by Losmin. And Wasinski gets through with the puck. Big opportunity here for the Yellow Jackets, 2 defenders back. St. Carlos shoots it right into the Meza. The Meza back the other way, deflected by Masherin. The Meza the other way, now looking to St. Carlos for the finish, knocked away again. St. Carlos strips the Meza loose of possession, and now the Meza has to regroup. Bouncing puck looking for Losmin. Schuckman trying to screen off the other way. Here comes Armstrong. Back over to Nader. Takes the shot and Armstrong gets tripped. And that's another penalty coming up for Wasinski.
Unbelievable. This is not going well for the Yellow Jackets right now, you can tell.
A tripping call by Wasinski. That's his second penalty, and you know what happens if he gets one more yellow card.
Yeah, it'll be a definite red card for him. He's already cost the Yellow Jackets a lot so far, and the Grey Wolves right now doing everything they can to stay alive, and this is actually working out in their favor.
Shot fired, and now Pontello will get this one cleared out. And Strader's gonna fall on it. He is a wide ways around his crease.
Yeah, again, that's been a weakness for Arnie Strader every time he tries to get the puck out there like that. One wrong move and you're giving the other team an easy goal.
Back over to Pontello. Byrne gets this one cleared out. And that's going to do it for the first period. Minute 29 remaining on Wasinski's penalty. Still 0-0 score. But Clive, how about this game so far?
Grey Wolves definitely keeping up with this Yellow Jacket team. Or is it the Yellow Jackets not sparring off? Oh man, I'm not feeling so well, Andy. Feeling it in my voice. But I probably have to get going now because I have to be back on a flight back over to London in a little bit. So I have to get my stuff, get to Tampa, then back over to Boston, and then head on over to London. So Andy, it's been a pleasure here.
Clive, at least if it's just for a period, we're glad to have you up in the booth again. But it's really good seeing you again, friend. And with that, with Clive Telsey signing off here in the first intermission. We'll see what happens here. Scoreline 0-0. We'll be back for the second period face-off. Welcome back here, folks. Start of the second period. Paganella with the face-off now. And Tola looking to try to get this one up the middle over to Hyman, but now taken away by Pontello. Back over to Paganella. Makes a move around Byrne. Big opportunity here. And shot taken by Paganella, working off of Pontello, and it's a save. How about the likes and efforts of Steve Paganella again? Hey, what's going on, Andy? What did I miss? Oh, glad you're here, Angelo. I don't know what took you so long. Well, sorry about that, Andy. It's been a crazy day so far. 1 minute to go in Wasinski's penalty. This one now back over to Pontello. We'll flip this one high. And this one's going to go all the way back. 46 seconds to go on Wasinski's penalty. Back over to Demeza. Lightning Lou, big chance into the Yellow Jacket zone. Looking for the setup to Barry. This one deflected by Dominici. Yeah, defense is really going to have to set up here if the Grey Wolves are going to try to even have a chance. And Dominici looked like he cleared this one out easily. And the referee is going to be calling a high sticking call. Looks like it's going to be on the Grey Wolves, looking at the way this face-off's taking place, all the way back deep in the Grey Wolves zone. Both teams change their line. Armstrong to take the face off, and he's going to take it against Jackson. 16 seconds remain on the penalty. Paganella off the balls. This one over to Nader, looking to set up to Armstrong around Coffey. Now back over to Dominici. Deflected off of Nader. We'll get this one to Cincotta. Paganella back the other way to Armstrong. Penalty is officially cleared out, and this is it for Wasinski. One more, and he's gone. Bouncing puck back on the Grey Wolf end. And it's saved by Strader. Again, defensively, with what the Grey Wolves have been doing to hang in there, you got to give a lot of effort to these guys. You know, they're doing the best they can. I mean, especially when you're even having RT3 in there, mixing it up with the Meza as always, and then you got Paganella back there. You know, for a team that's literally last in the league in terms of defensive stopping, you know, they're doing one heck of a job right now against this Yellow Jacket squad, just failing to even try to come up with anything. Paganella, this one off to Nader. Big opportunity here. Yellow Jackets have to skate back. This one off the balls. Back to Tola. Paganella. Having lots of time. Gets around Tish. Looking to get around Pontello again. Sets it back over to Butler. Taking the shot. Coffey trying to get this one away, but now it's taken off by Tola. Taken by Coffey. Looking for Tish just out of his reach, and now it's Tish trying to escape for the puck. Big opportunity. Looking to set up Butler with the defense. Back over to Coffey. And this one gets deflected away. Coffey took a lot of time, and now it's back over to Pontello. Looking for Byrne. Stopped by Smith. Shoots it off a Nader's stick now. Takes it away by Jackson. And referee's going to halt play. Not exactly sure what kind of penalty that was. I'm guessing this is a new one, Andy, that we haven't seen in a while. Referees look like they're taking the face-off back over to center ice, so again, we might need to brush up on our penalty stuff, but looks like this is a new one where we're trying to figure out what's going on. And now it looks like the over 50 players are trying to explain to the referees exactly how's it going. No, they're going to give Jackson a penalty, which is 2 minutes for what? This is what I like to know. No, it's going to be it looks like a team penalty. So again, these referees, it looks like they're making up their own rules again, which is, I'm surprised. It's very crazy what they're doing right now. Referees definitely do not know what they're doing. You can tell from that penalty. Meza with a lot of time here. Gonna get this one over to Giocman. Looking back over to Lightning Lou. Meza takes the shot himself. Chewy kicks this one away. This one now back over to Smith. And he'll get this one cleared out. You can tell this is the third opportunity for the Grey Wolves to try to capitalize being a man down or being a man up on these Yellow Jackets, and right now they can't get the ball moving even with a man up. This one now to Hyman, 2 defenders back. Wasinski trying to stop the likes of Hyman. Hyman fires the shot, deflected away by Chewy, looking around now for the deep slot, sets up the other way. Big opportunity, but it gets denied. Now back over to Paganella, just jumping on the ice. Paganella stripped loose by Dominici. This one back over to Starr. Now to Wasinski. We'll get this one cleared out. Stop by Strader, 40 seconds remaining on the penalty. Armstrong. And Neil Armstrong's going to take this one himself. Looking to get around Steve Byrne, still alive with the puck. But Wasinski will take this one away, and he gets shoveled and nailed, and Armstrong stood his ground.
That is something you do not see every day.
That is one crazy hit. And of course, Paganello trying to get around Pontello. Pontello working around RT3. Big opportunity here. Pontello makes the move around straighter, and this one's in. Pontello takes it to the barn with 7:02 to go. And that is exactly what happens when the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity, and they were one man down too, and the Grey Wolves now find themselves in a huge hole. 7:02, and we finally have our first goal thanks to Pontello's short-handed goal. Neil Armstrong originally had an opportunity to take the shot, but then he collides with Wersinski. And again, thanks to Armstrong's leverage, you know, I don't know if it's his height as well, but he didn't even feel a thing. It didn't even look like he felt a thing from Wersinski's hit. And Bernard Wersinski just came down like a pillar. This one will be signaled for an icing call. This one's going to come back over to Pontello and the Yellow Jackets. The Meza will look to set this one up, coming back over to Smith. Sets up to a wide open Tish. Big opportunity here, but he's skating to the outside. Not exactly sure why that is for the Yellow Jackets. Now back over to Byrne, takes the shot, and it's in. Steve Byrne puts on his magic here now with 6.5 minutes to go. And that is a wonderful setup there. Again, it looked almost as if Tish was going to take an outside right angle shot again, but then he completely fooled the Grey Wolf defense, and then there were...
The crowd went wild.
And then you have Steve Byrne and Joe Mashron just waiting on that left side, no one covering him. And again, it's another classic example of this Grey Wolf defense not coming back in time for the help. Sincata back over to Mashron, looking to set this one up to Jackson. And Hyman defends off Jackson well with the puck, and he's got it around the other way. From Nader, deflected by Wersinski. Rebound shot taken just out of Giacomin's reach. Around to Dominici. And this is going to come back around to Mashron. We're going to set up to Sincata, takes the shot, and Strader holds on to the puck for the save. And because the referee didn't blow the whistle, Mike Jackson was looking to just about throw the kitchen sink at Strader to see if he could possibly put a goal up on the board.
What is he? Never. I have never seen him. Oh, I know. He's not the guy you want on the team.
Jackson will take the face-off against Armstrong.
There'd be a problem. There'd be a problem. Your hair's too short. You'd rather have the part of that facility.
What's that? You think so?
Face-off will go directly back to Pontello, deflected high by Armstrong. Mashron trying to get an open opportunity. And this one back over to, looks like Russ Smith, and now away by Don Coffey. Coffey fires the shot, this one goes through! Oh my goodness. And clearly right now, Arnie Strader is just not having a game today. Obviously, these Yellow Jackets caught Strader just at the wrong time. That should have been an easy shot to stop there. I don't care who you are. But Don Coffey just absolutely owned Strader on that shot. That should have been an easy one to stop.
Because when you cross the bridge in the tunnel, you're right downtown.
Giacomin off the boards. This one comes back over to Don Coffey. This one's going to come back through. Back over to the Meza. Sets the pass up to Armstrong. And Armstrong looking to get around Pontello. Shot deflected, now back over by Tish, and he'll get this one cleared out. This is going to set up around to Lussman. Deflected away by Dominici. Not enough though. Lussman regains possession of the puck. And right now I'm pretty sure it's now Wersinski looking up for Bill Tisch. Has an opportunity to get the pass out to Russ Smith. Looking around the other way. And Russ Smith trips and falls, but it's not from Giacomin's own doing. So coming back around from Dominici. And Paganello fires a shot, and it's a glove hand save from Chewy. Yeah, right now I could have sworn the scoreline's 4-0, but Time Boy's a little bit laxed right now on that score-keeping position.
We're only 3 goals down. Come back.
Yeah, half it out. At least get one.
Getting back into it.
This one is Sincata. Breaks through 2 Grey Wolves, and he only has Toller to beat. And Sincata fires a shot, this one going too high. Score up to Brian Vick. Another shot taken on the side of the net by Chewy, and in the same time process, it looks like Brian Vick took a tumble as well, hitting the boards, and he is okay to get up.
Any veterans in the world
So I told him to do a turn, right?
Puck back over from Hyman to Toller. Shall be taken high, deflected off the shoulder of Don Coffey, and Ponto will get this one cleared out. This one coming back around to Paganello. And Paganello slips and falls again. Here comes beautiful opportunity for Sincata. Fires a shot knocked away by Strader. But then it comes back to Strader, and he'll get the save. This is seriously not going too well for this Grey Wolf team. And again, that's the, I believe, the 3rd or 4th time Paganella took a fall.
Yeah, that's
And it looks like the Grey Wolves are calling a timeout here, trying to figure out what's going on with how things have been. So we'll take a timeout ourselves here. 3-0 Yellow, no, 4-0 Yellow Jacket lead. Time Boy's even screwing us up over here. He has clearly 4-0, but we'll see if we can check this one out. Don't go away. You are watching Over 50 Hockey on the Pontillo Broadcasting Network.
I think that's a good idea.
Steve Byrne and Andrew Hyman will take the face-off. This one fired off by Demezzo. He'll get this one cleared out, and it'll be for another icing call.
Twice in a turn. Both my hips fucking hurt.
I saw this guy play with money with 15 years.
Nader with the shot deflected by Coffey, but here comes Lightning Lou, and he's got Hyman to work with. Demezzo fires a shot, and there will be no shutout. Nice, easy, simple shot there. Lightning Lou gets the job done, finally puts the Grey Wolves on the board, and it is a 4-1 lead for the Yellow Jackets, and the Grey Wolves cut the deficit to 3 now. The Mets are clearly jumping off sides. Their young punk referees aren't even noticing. Giacomin looking to set back up the other way. Looking for Nader. Getting a piece of it was Tisch. Now looking around the other way. Now it's Giacomin and Russ Smith trying to fight for the puck. Back over to Butler. Trying to take it away is Tisch, but he cannot. And now it's back over to the Grey Wolves again. New life for them. Back over to Giacomin firing the shot. It's an onside call. Jackson and Armstrong on the face-off. Puck goes right over to Pontel. He'll fire the shot himself. Bounces off a straighter, and he's going to hold on to this one for the save. Puck back over to Pontello. For a golden opportunity, looking to set back over to Masterin again. So now out to Sincata. Looking around to Armstrong in his own end. And Neil Armstrong will take this one himself, and he's got some opportunities. Armstrong working backside again. Hits the post. Not the way. Armstrong looking for the setup now. Back. Puck sliding through. And now referees trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Was it a cross-checking interference? I don't know, but these referees are really not getting a handle on this game now. It looks like they're letting a lot of influential decisions by players and fans make the decisions now. It's kind of figuring out what's going on here. Get your act together, referees. But what can you say, Andy, when we got young punk referees doing the game? You know, one of them out there is the 12-year-old kid, and then you got the other one that still is like an amateur novice that still has no idea what's going on out there. So, I mean, you're going to get what you're going to get anyways, but for what it is right now, it's... Mike Jackson with the shot, and it's going to be saved by Strader. And again, there has been nothing so far changed with the scoreline. It should be 4-1 as far as I'm concerned, you know, from what we saw, Andy. And of course, even Toy Boy, again, still not paying attention to that. And that could be detrimental, especially if the Grey Wolves score and then it comes down to the line where they think they tied the game and when in actuality they're still only down by 1 goal. And Paganella puts a shove on Dominici. No call by the referee. What's going on, referee? You will... What a punk he is! Didn't even... Unbelievable. This young punk referee has no idea what he's doing. Yeah, really unfortunate, you know. This one back over to Dominici, now the Strader. This fires the puck, Messer takes it in and takes it home! It was inevitable that that was going to happen. Arnie Strader got way too much out of his crease. And that was an easy one by Master. And I don't know if that was set up. I do not know what exactly. But right now at this point, it is beyond me. So now that is a 5-1 lead for this Yellow Jacket team. And at this point, I don't know what to say, Andy. This has been quite a shock to how this game's been going on, and of course this doesn't even feel like a game. And Mark Berry gets the puck right out there to Steve Byrne, fires a shot, and Strader saves it in between his legs. And now you can tell at this point the Grey Wolves just are not even in it anymore. With 42 seconds to go in the second period, they're just going to allow these Yellow Jackets to walk all over them, thinking it's a lost cause. Clearly right now it is just being... I don't know what to say, Angelo. It's just from Strader literally allowing that goal to happen for Masterin. All of a sudden, the Grey Wolves everywhere. It's just there's a few players that will always never give up, such as Andrew Hyman. But then looking at the way this game's been playing right now, Grey Wolf fans are just about giving up every measurement of hope for this game. This one off to Steve Byrne. Taking a lot of time with the puck. Hyman able to get back over there. That's gonna do it.
Alright, how you doing?
Second intermission, 7 seconds left on Coffey's penalty. And right now, with this 5-1 lead for the Yellow Jackets, I don't know what to say except for this third period is just going to be trying to look to kill off 12 minutes. But at this point, the game's already been settled, and the mindset of the Grey Wolves and the way they're playing right now, not the same firing attitude that they always had, and that is going to going to make them 0-6 by the end of this 12 minutes. But we'll see what happens. 5-1 Yellow Jacket lead. We'll take a quick break here. Don't go away. This is Over 50 Hockey on the Fontella Broadcasting Network. And welcome back here, folks. Start of the third and final period. Mike Jackson and Armstrong. This one goes back over to Paganella. Puck coming back over to Nader. This is going to come all the way back to the Yellow Jacket end, and it's going to be for an icing call. Now face-off taking place deep in the Grey Wolf zone. We'll see what happens here. Well, of course, for the Grey Wolves, they can try to score a couple of more goals to make it worthwhile, but, you know, unless if you have the players step up here and actually try to give their effort, you know, there's an opportunity. But right now, again, it's like we said before, with the players that are set up here, you know, you're trying, for the defensive effort anyways, you're trying to put RT3, and you're trying to get some of these other players that have not been used to playing defense, and they're actually playing defense for the first time in their over 50 hockey careers, and you can tell that they're only doing so much. And in a game like this is not the time where you want to be trying to test out your players. Puck off to Pontello. Sets up to Jackson. Fires a shot. Shoots it right into Strader. Rebound opportunity. This one fires off the back of Strader, and this one's in. 6-1 Yellow Jackets. And Mike Jackson finally getting some magic in there, and he gets the shot in. Got to give a lot of effort to Mike Jackson. He's been trying so hard today, doing everything he can, and that has just been something of a momentous highlight for him here. So good job to Mike Jackson. Hyman will move this one into the Yellow Jacket zone. This one's off to Wersinski, looking around now to Russ Smith. We'll look to set this one off to Steve Byrne, and it's going to be an offsides because Steve Byrne couldn't get back onsides. This one will come back around over to Giacomin, looking to set up. He's got an open man in Demeza, but he's going to find Mitch Starr instead. Starr's going to get this one cleared out in the Yellow Jacket end. Hyman trying to skate up for this one quickly, working off of Wersinski. Looking to set it the other way. Finds an open Mitch Starr, and Chewy makes the denying save. And how about that for a moment? Now Chewy definitely getting his time to shine in there. Very big opportunity for him. You gotta love that save. He just denied Mitch Starr another opportunity. Sending back around this one over to Dominici, looking to take the shot. Now back over to Tish. This one off the boards. This one now to Mitch Starr, looking for Demeza's got him. Lightning Lou looking for his second goal of the game. Will fire the shot. Chewy knocks this one away again. Off to Steve Byrne, looking to set up the Tish. This is going to come back around the other way, all the way back to Giacomin. Giacomin looking for the setup, now back over to Hyman. Sets up the Star, back over to Pontello the other way. Angelo Pontello makes a nice move around Paganella, looking around Hyman again. And this one's going to get cleared out into the Grey Wolf end. Sincata the other way. RT3 looking to try to get this one cleared out. No, he's going to get the pass off the Star instead. Back over to Lussman, will fire the shot, denied by Jackson. And Coffey will get this one stripped away. Now back over to Armstrong, looking to get a goal in there. Knocked away by Chewy. And he will come up with the save. Paganella will fire the shot just right of Chewy. And Jackson will now slip and fall trying to get to the puck. Armstrong will take a shot himself, but misses to the left. Toller looking to regroup. Off from the stick of Angelo Pontello. Gets it to an open Don Coffey over the middle. Gives it right back to Paganella and the Grey Wolves. Brian Vick looking to get this one away from Pontello. Pontello's pass now looking for Mastering. Back over to Coffey. Sets up the other way now to Jackson. Jockman will skate. Mark Jockman gets it to a wide open Ludameza, and he's got Armstrong on the other side to work with. We'll pass it back over to Neil Armstrong. Fires a shot, just misses to the right. Armstrong in the deep slot looking for a man to set up. Cannot. This one's going to slide all the way back into the Grey Wolf end. This one's going to come around to Giacomo. Finds Vic. Deflected off of Steve Byrne. Steve Byrne, opportunity here to get 2 goals. No, he's going to pass it back over to Dominici instead. Going to find Wersinski. 8 minutes to go in the game. Wersinski finds Dominici. Looking for Steve Byrne just out of his reach. Setting up to Russ Smith, deflected by Butler, back over to Tisch. We're going to set it the other way. Takes a shot, and Strader knocks it away. Paganella finds Butler. From Nader. Looking for the setup to Armstrong, just out of his reach. Off the boards now, back over to Paganella. Deflected by Byrne. Bill Tisch gets this one deflected. Back over to Byrne. Taken away from Tisch, back over to Pontello. Fires a shot, this one's saved by Strader. Sakata fires a shot and this one's in. See now, according to our clocks right now, it's already starting to run, but again, questionable points here and there by the referees, and we still have stopped clock. Yeah, right now again, it's 7-1. It's almost to the point of you gotta try to make an effort to save these things. You know, you just can't let the play out and hope for the best here. Jackson and Hyman on the face-off. This one coming back over to Butler. Back over to Hyman. He's got Nader to work with. Looking to set back up to Nader. Fires a shot, just misses to the right. But at least give the credit to them, they had Pontello fooled there. Rick Nader had a nice pass. Back around the other way to... No, it was George Butler having a nice back to Rick. No, it was Hyman and Rick Nader. And they nearly had him fooled. Nader with the shot. Pontello trying to get this one away. Comes back over to Hyman again. 6 minutes to go. And she's going to fall on this one for the save. Trying to locate the puck. Taken away by Dominici instead. He'll get this one cleared out. And it'll be for an icing call. Puck sets up over to Toller. Back around to Paganella. Back to Starr, looking the other way for Toller, just out of his reach, and this was going to go all the way back into the Grey Wolf end again. Strader gets it, he'll get this one cleared out the other way, but it'll be stopped by Russ Smith. We're going to set around to Tish, and he gives it right to Strader for the save. Back over to Armstrong the other way, working around Pontello. We'll fire the shot. This one comes around to Steve Byrne, now back over to Coffey, looking to set up the other way. And it is a 3-on-0. Now Russ Smith has an opportunity to score here. We'll fire the shot, knocked away. At this point, I mean, even in Angelo Pontello's eyes, it's for those who haven't scored yet, this is an opportunity for them to see if they can actually have a memorable chance here on their drives. For the Yellow Jackets, you can obviously tell there's no need to score. You know, there's no purpose in that. If anything, if there's going to be any scoring, it's going to be done by the 1 and the 2 stars. It's not going to be Pontello, and it's not going to be Dominici or some of these other players like Wyszynski. Mashering. He's got a couple of others to work with, and Hyman will strip this one away from Mashering. Back over from the mezzo. To Hyman again. Hyman will fire the shot. Looking for a rebound chance, knocked away. Chewy will get this one knocked around. Shot into Dominici again for a 3rd time. Mashroom will now look to try to get this one away. And he falls on top of the puck. And Wyszynski now going to move up into the Grey Wolves zone. 1-on-1 against Hyman. Makes a nice move around. Wyszynski looking to finish. And Strader is big time out of his crease, but if that meant to stop the big guy and Bernie Wyszynski, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Now back over to Sincata. We'll fire the shot just left, and Strader will make the effort to kick that one away. Jackson sets up to Sincata, fires the shot, and it is saved by Strader. And that's what you call a good effort there by Oni Strader that time. Sincata looking for another opportunity to score, just going to get it. Jackson and Armstrong on the face-off. 3:40 to go. 7-1 Yellow Jacket lead. Again, when we go back over and review the film, we'll see exactly if we missed something or if it truly was the scorekeeping staff on this iSports forum missing something. And Mark Berry is not going to go away without a little knock around on Don Coffey. Tola, now knocked away by Jackson. This one out to Mascherine. Well, Andy, I guess I'm just going to leave the rest of this game up to you. You know, got to get prepared for the next game and all that fun stuff, so you just take on over from here. Angelo Pontello signing off. And there you have it. Angelo Pontello will be signing off. We're back over to Steve Byrne again. And of course, we apologize, viewers, with multiple broadcasters coming in through game out and game time. Here goes Bill Tish, fires a shot. This one's in. And Bill Tish finally gets a goal in the board. 8-1 Yellow Jackets.
It came around your stick. What are you gonna do?
And right now, it's almost where the point where the Yellow Jackets are trying not to score, but every shot they take, it's going to get past Strader. And now the clock is officially rolling. And this has been an absolute disaster from the defensive position. Not a lot of things, you know, forwards not putting a lot of pressure in terms of how the Grey Wolves are operating here. You know, they didn't have a lot of pressure as normal for the forwards. And now Pontello is going to take this one himself. No, he's going to skate around the other way. Maybe play a little bit with the Grey Wolves. And he's going to get this one off to Tish. Trying to kill a lot of time. Now it's back over to Smith. Fire the shot the other way. Now it's back over to Hyman, and the Grey Wolves are going to be looking to try to get maybe one more goal on the board. It's back over to Meza, just off of his stick, and here's back over to Pontello. And there's an icing call. Clock continuing to roll. They'll change their lines. At this point, both teams are just looking for this one to be all over. Yellow Jackets will improve to 4-2 on the season. Grey Wolves drop to 0-6, heading into mid-season. We'll see how the rest of this plays out. The native shot deflected off a Jackson Giacomin rebound shot, and now taken away by Jackson. Looking for Sincota. Gets around the Meza. Big opportunity for Larry Sincota. Fire the shot, knocked away by Strader. Giacomin looking for the setup. We'll take the shot. 20 seconds remain. Back over to Sincota. Masher in. This one now to Coffee. And Don Coffee eating the puck. He'll fire the shot. And it'll be saved by Strader. This one knocked around. 4 seconds remain. And at this point, it's over. That'll do it. And that is probably the perfect description of how it has been in this game today. These Yellow Jackets definitely have tripped up the Grey Wolves big time here. And on a scoreline of 8-1, at least, again, that's how we're going to be putting it in our books as 8-1. We still believe the referees and Time Boy might have been in error, just as they always been every week. But either way, just not exactly the way the Grey Wolves have envisioned this game today. And now it's back to the drawing board again. Meanwhile, Yellow Jackets doing everything they can. So we'd like for you all to stick around for the Green Hornets Red Army game. Should be an exciting one. I myself will be a part of that along with Angelo Pontello in a little bit. So hope for you all to stick around and watch that game. But here at the iSports Forum for this game, it's Andy Townsend saying so long, good night, and thanks again for watching this game.